My name is Amish, and I'm the president and CEO of Chemcrest Corporation. So to tell you a little bit about my business, Chemcrest is a $300 million global supply chain company. We manage the supply chain, distribution, and marketing of products to the entire automotive industry, including General Motors, Ford, Nissan, Hyundai, BMW, Mercedes, etc. We purchase service chemicals, parts, and accessories from various suppliers around the world, bring them into our distribution centers, and then redistribute them to dealers worldwide. Got its start. Really an interesting question. So my family owned a aerosol and liquid contract packaging company. I graduated from Indiana University, and upon graduation, I moved back home to work for the family business. When I worked for the family business, I saw a really unique need in the marketplace, and really created the concept of, instead of being a manufacturer, managing all of the manufacturers and really consolidating the supply chain. So really 20 years ago, Chemcrest was mostly a startup. We started with just a few people and an idea, and General Motors really appreciated the opportunity to explore that idea further. So from startup, we got the first contract with General Motors. We became literally a $5 million company overnight, and then the company evolved. Over time, we grew to a $60 million company. 2005, we actually sold to a $1 billion publicly traded firm. At that time, we realized that they had a lot of resources, and they taught us a lot about scale. 2009, I actually bought the company back, and from 2009 to where we are today, we've literally turned into a $300 million company. The way that the style or chain of command in our organization works is really somewhat bottom up. We have the typical organizational structure where I'm the president and CEO. I have a CFO who is also my business partner who reports to me. And then under each specific division, we have directors. So we have a director of sales, a director of supply chain, a director of finance, a director of after sales, and a director of IT. But really, as far as the philosophy goes, I always say that I really report to all of them. So it's mostly the associates on the floor that know the most about the organization. So what we try and do is turn the organizational chart upside down to make sure that our responsibility is to take care of the employees. The employee's responsibility is to take care of the customer. From college to present, really, I'll even start further. I was raised by an entrepreneur. So my entrepreneurial journey really started at the age of 8 years old when I started my first company selling greeting cards door to door. At 10, I had a lemonade stand in Cleveland, and I realized that one lemonade stand wasn't good enough, so I had multiple lemonade stands and actually managed all the kids that were running the stands. When I was in high school, I started a business doing a dry cleaning service because I went to a prep school and you had to wear a suit and tie. So it really prepped me for the desire to be an entrepreneur. Through college and after college, I really started Chemcrest and started my career at Chemcrest. Most of my learnings have been through this organization. I've been here 20 years. I've been graduated from college for 20 years. So I've had the opportunity and really the unfortunate circumstance to learn everything kind of the hard way. I've made a lot of mistakes. I often share this. I've got a stack of file folders that are about 4 feet tall of all the mistakes I've made, but I've got a stack that's really small of all the successes that I've had. But the successes are what's really turned this business into what it is. So what sets my business apart from others, I think everybody tries to see what their discriminatory factors are, what really discerns them over others, and they say, we've got the best service, and we've got the best culture, and we've got the best. And I think our organization is completely different than the markets, because what we've tried to do is understand the customers that we deal with in a way that they don't even understand themselves. We don't operate off of a contract or a list of specifications. What we do is we operate off of a set of problems that we try and constantly fix. It doesn't matter if we get paid for it. It doesn't matter if it's part of our scope. We really look at all of the inefficiencies in the automotive industry, and we really try and find solutions around that. So the biggest thing I think that sets us apart from others is our culture. Our associates are not just passionate about the industry, not just passionate about the customers, but they're also passionate about each other. And so we've got a really amazing team of people that want to succeed and that really come together to solve problems and really push the company forward. A typical day of work like for me, there's really no typical day. Every day supporting all my associates and that I'm helping to drive our business plan, drive our mission forward. But really, any given day can mean a flight to LA or Detroit. It can be really tons of meetings where I'm really meeting with customers or suppliers, and sometimes it's meeting with a lot of our employees and one-on-one and really trying to lead, develop, train, teach, coach, and problem solve. So the fun of this job is there's no day like the next. Every day has got its own unique challenges and it's got its own really unique personality. So it's tough sometimes because I can't really get into a consistent cadence on anything because every day is just different than the next. The type of people that we really seek for employment at Chemcrest is those that they want to exceed or they want to excel at what they do. They want to be very successful and they're used to high growth and a fast-paced environment. So people like that are really motivated and want to do well, they do well in this environment. People that just want to get a job and sit behind a desk doesn't work here. Do we have any positions or programs available for marketing, advertising, or business interns or even grads? And yes, we do. We have a very robust internship program where every year we take on several interns from various areas. We're always hiring people in marketing. We've got a good training program where they can kind of start with project-based work, and then based on the results of those projects, we kind of place them in different areas of the organization. So being a fast growth company, our biggest challenge is finding great people. And so we're always recruiting great people to come to our organization and really come add value. So for anybody that's interested in working for a dynamic, fast growth company, I would encourage them to visit our website at www.chemcrest.com. And there is a link that you can click on About Us and how to apply for a job here. We generally take internship applications really by March or April. We kind of cut the deadline off in April so we can do some interviews and get somebody situated at the beginning of the summer.